Hello people, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Bijan. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am a medical student here in Moscow, and I am making videos on lifestyle and also Forex market. I've been involved with Forex market about at least 6 years, and pretty much I have good experience about this business, and I'm going to make more videos about this business in my channel. If you enjoy my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a big thumb up, and also hit the bell button, so if once I just make a new videos, you're getting notified. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so today I'm going to teach a new strategy. This strategy name is Gartley strategy. So what does that mean? The Gartley strategy, basically it is a strategy based on some shapes that is formed in Forex market. So there are some shapes that basically they are, I don't know how much you know about Forex. There is a tool, is like a Fibonacci tool, and this Fibonacci basically there is it is just made based on retracement in the market. For example, if we have some certain retracement when the market is trending upward or trending downward, then we expect the market to just turn around and then go back again to our direction. So basically this is the strategy based on Fibonacci level. However, because it's quite difficult to calculate, I just made it so simple. There is an indicator that I can provide you, and I'm going to teach you about this indicator. So basically you load this indicator to your MT4, and then it automatically will locate and find the shape for you, and then it gives you the setup for trading. Okay, so what I say is I'm going to teach you, I'm going to switch to my laptop, and I'll show you how does it work, how you can load it, how you can use it, and how you how to implement this strategy and use it. One thing, if you need the indicator, or just make sure write to me. My email is down below. Write to me and comment, so I can give you more information about this indicator, and I also can send you out this indicator. Okay, just make sure comment, and then at least introduce my channel to your friends, and I can send you this indicator for free. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on. Let's just switch to my laptop, and then I will show you how you can basically use this strategy. Okay.
All right, so we are switching to our strategy. So as I explained before, pretty much this strategy is very strong strategy. I would say it is one of the most accurate and most rewarding strategy that I've ever known. All right, pretty much this strategy is working based on some kind of like the Fibonacci levels. All right. Um, uh, Look, I don't want to just go too deep inside this kind of like retracements. What I want to explain is quickly explain about the strategy and how you can implement it and how you can just trading it. I would recommend you, if you're interested in this strategy, you can send me an email, or you can just like put a comment down below, and then I will send you the pretty much the indicator that you can implement in your trading platform to pretty much pick up the patterns for you. Okay, all right. So let's begin with this two strategy. Look, if you just go, I don't know if you've heard about it. It can be several patterns in the harmonic pattern. One of them is the butterfly, the other one is the bat, sometimes the crab, and other things. But uh, through years of practicing forex, I have noticed that pretty much the butterfly and bat, they pretty much produce more results, okay, and the more accurate and trading them, they have quite rewarding the patterns. All right, so over the years I just left the other patterns, and pretty much I'm concentrating more on these two patterns, and that's what I'm going to teach you, these two patterns. All right, so start with the harmonic pattern, and the first pattern would be bat. All right, so look at this. This is the bat. All right, I just wanted to bring it up this way so you can get better idea what bat looks like. So, okay, and this is another one, and pretty much this is what you trying to find to pick up in your MT4. Okay, so look, the bat starts with this kind of shape. As I said, I just quickly go through the Fibonacci levels, and this is how it looks like. Pretty much, you are trying to find some kind of pattern in this shape, and so pretty much we are finding the first point, then we trying to use the retracement for the B point and C, and then once we see the completed and confirmed pattern, we're looking at to buy by the end of the pattern or to sell by the other way around. Okay, all right, so let's move on and see if we can I'm going to explain more detail for you. All right, so pretty much, as I said, this is what basically we can find out if we implement the indicator. All right, so the indicator will pretty much find a pattern for us, okay, and automatically makes it's going to make the life so much easier for us by picking it up, and then all we need to do, we're just looking for the right timing to get into this pattern. All right, so look, this pattern, this is a kind of like bearish bat. All right, so what does it mean by bearish bat? Is by once we get the confirmed completed pattern, we're looking at to sell the market. So essentially what's happening is basically we're just looking for the pattern to be completed like this. All right, and then by the end of this place, which would be the extension of the market, are we looking at to sell, or and this is what's happening. But one thing that I just wanted to express my concern about is, look, sometimes I've just encountered with some questions from my friends, and they're saying that they've been using this pattern and it wasn't that successful. All right, so look, one reason that it cannot be successful, it's because the right place for this pattern. Look, these patterns meant to be more successful when we can find them in the right location. What does it mean by right location? All right, the right location will be at the end of a trend, all right, to reverse, or end of phases. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, let me just grab my pen. All right, so look, as you know, an uptrend is pretty much producing higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low. This is an uptrend, right? Okay, so with the uptrend, what is happening is if we just find this pattern, as I said, this is a bearish pattern. If we can find this pattern at the end of the uptrend, or for example, if this is the uptrend, or and then we're forming a bat pattern here, a bearish bat pattern, we're looking at to sell the market, all right, and it meant to produce more result this way. So remember, one critical point in using these patterns are you gotta find like where the trend is going to end, or at least it's going to change the phases. For example, again, as I said, so for example, in one pattern, in an upturn, we can find a higher high, a higher low, all right, and then a higher high, another higher low. Okay, so if we find, for example, this pattern here, all right, in and then we sell the market, okay, we can find a good result, and this is essentially what we want. Again, same story here. If the pattern forms itself here, all right, and then we sell the market, we're trying to grab a good profit, okay, by entering in the market in right place. And as I said, this is where we are trying to generate our profit. Okay, so it's very important. Look, sometimes I just hear that people, they implement the indicator, they find the pattern, and then they get quite happy and say, okay, all right, we sell the market, we get the money, fantastic. All right, look, this is most of the time this is the case, and it happens. Okay, but as I said, if you can see a market that is running for quite a while, all right, and then we find this pattern forming at the pretty much at a very very high price, all right, this is going to more likely to work for us much better, all right, so keep that in mind, all right, and remember, this is the essential and it's very very critical point in trading these patterns. Okay, all right, okay, let's move on and let's see if we can find let's just go to another thing. All right, this is the opposite and this is like the bullish path. All right, so pretty much this is going to form itself in uh, the bearish market. Okay, so what does it mean? As I said, again, the market is running going down for quite a while, and then we're just forming this pattern somewhere around here, all right, and then once we see this pattern here, we can looking for a buy opportunity, a long opportunity for us. Okay, so what I would say in the long opportunity, for example, you can find a trend line here, and once the pattern form instead of somewhere around here, right? By the time that it breaks the breaks the trend line and retouch it, then this is where pretty much we're going to uh, do or entering the market and just take a long position here. Okay, this is what we are looking at. Okay, so again, as I said, it is essential, it's very critical to know that where we are in the market. For example, if we are going like this and then you see the pattern form somewhere here, all right, the probability of getting successful in the market is it's quite low, all right, because as I said, see, this is come pretty much, the market is in the halfway, and it's still most likely it's going to go lower, all right, but where we can find some like in here in kind of like an extension of the market where we can see that the price is quite low and most likely it's going to rise the value, and then we find the forming like a bullish bat here, most likely we can find better opportunity and better place to enter the market. Okay, all right, okay, now, so pretty much these two patterns that I went through were kind of like a classic form of entering the market by these two patterns. Okay, but I wanted to teach you a newest version of entering the market with more risk, more reward to risk probability. Okay, so what does it mean by risk? Okay, so if you can see this here, you can see if we get to this market here, our first target would be somewhere around there. The second target would be pretty much here, right? But as you can see, look, our kind of like a reward would be in this much, okay? So which is good, it's all right, but look, sometime we're planning to get, at least 1 to 3 risk to reward. It's our risk is about 1. 3, we're looking at our reward. Okay, but with this kind of entry, okay, our reward would be kind of limited, or to only 1 to 1 or maximum 1 to 2. Okay, but I'm going to teach you a new method that basically it's going to generate a lot of reward for us. Okay, and what does that mean? All right, let's go to, and this is where what I meant. Okay, so imagine this way. Here, look at this one. All right. we can see the pattern forming here, and then imagine our risk would be somewhere. I mean, we enter to market here, the risk here, and look at the amount of reward. It's just massive amount of reward. Just only one trade such like this in a month, and then you're pretty much done with the market. You would just earn something about 10% or even more than that just in one trade, and then you'll be happy, fantastic, and then you don't need to do anything for the rest of the month. All right, and that's all pretty much all we are after. Okay, all right. So how does it work? Again, as I said, the essential part is main thing is the the timing for us. The timing is very important. Okay, all right. Let's see what does it mean. For example, we are. Let's just move on to the next one. Okay. Now imagine this. This is happening right at the end of uh, downtrend. Okay, see this one apart going down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then we're going to kind of like we're getting kind of like a consolidation here, and then look, the market is shooting over the opposite direction, and that's, as I said, this is a very rewarding trade this way. Okay, so if you can find a trending market and pretty much which is like exhausted market, and then forming this strategy at the top of or at the bottom of an exhausting market, okay, with this pattern, it's going to be a really rewarding for us, and that's all we want. Okay, all right. Now let's go to the next slide. All right, so pretty much that's what I meant. All right, so we saw the where it formed the market. Okay, it it has formed here. All right, now what we want, first entry to the market would be somewhere around here. Okay, so um, so as I said, this is the end of formation for us. Okay, we enter the market, our stop would be here, our entry would be here. This is our first entry into the market. Okay, now the market is rolling up. Okay, now this is the resistance for us. Okay, so imagine the top of the bat. This is the resistance. If the market breaks the bat and come and retesting the area, this is the confirmation for us that the market is going to go higher, and this is the change of the trend. So if we enter in this market again in this position, all right, and we ride all the way, okay, the reward for us is going to be massive. There is a massive reward here for us. Okay, and as I said, this is what we are looking for. Okay, so the first entry by the confirmation of the pattern, which would be like this pattern. All right, the second entry would be by break of the resistance and retesting it. So first entry, second entry, all right, and then we're riding the market above. At least what we can look for, we can look for the height of the pattern, all right, and would be our final target somewhere around here. So imagine this one, first entry somewhere around here, then the last target here. So imagine this is just risk for us, at least somewhere we're going to be about 1 to 10 risk to reward. Okay, if we're just risking 1%, this is 10% reward for a very high rewarding market for us, a high rewarding trade for us, and that's pretty much all we want. So that's what I wanted to tell you about the new way to trade this strategy. So again, what I said, we get the pattern, confirmation of the pattern, all right? We confirm the pattern here, then we wait, we can enter first entry here by the because we know this is a bullish pattern. So when it happens, especially at the end of an exhausted downtrend, okay, we expect the market to go up. So we can enter by the end of the confirmation of the market. All right, then we just wait for the market to break the resistance. Second entry by touching the resistance and then riding the market. So this is going to be high reward to risk trade for us, and that's all we're looking at. Okay. All right, so this is the main thing that I wanted to say about this pattern. All right, let's go with the next pattern. Next. All right, okay, let's talk about the second pattern. So, pretty much you have noticed what I'm going to talk about. This is the butterfly pattern, okay? So, beautiful butterfly, all right, and that's what we're going to talk about, okay? So, look at the butterfly, and you can see that pretty much it's beautiful. And as I said, I like butterfly because over the years I have noticed that it's quite rewarding pattern, all right? And if you can implementing this pattern in the right place, right timing, it's going to give you a massive amount of profit, okay? And keep that in mind, all right? So we can see the butterflies, beautiful, beautiful butterflies, and pretty much, as I said, this is going to be pre-imprinted in your brain. Okay, so always remember the butterfly is one of the very, very important and the profit generating pattern that I pretty much use over the years of trading. Okay, all right. Okay, so what is it? Essentially, the butterfly is pretty much, as I said, the whole uh, the whole kind of like implementing this pattern and using it for forex is same as the bat pattern. Okay, again, as I said, this is like the indicator that I use and is quite helpful to picking up this pattern. All right, so use this indicator, it will pick the pattern for you. You don't need to do anything about it. And as I said, I'm not just going to into the detail about how this patterns form. It is just very time consuming, sometimes just getting sick of it, and then you don't use it. But if you use the indicator, it's going to pick the pattern for you, and you're going to use it very, very easy and quite simple. Again, the essential point in using these patterns are you got to use these patterns where in the end of the market or end of the phases. Again, quickly I go through the phases again. As I said, imagine we have the kind of like higher high pattern like this, and then we expect to have this pattern forms like at the end of the phases. This is phase one, the phase like this is phase two, phase one, phase two, and phase one. As I said, we expect to see this pattern forming at the end of the phases. Here, for example, all right, this is the phases, this is the phases, and this is the phases. And if we can find this pattern at the end of these phases, okay, we are able to pretty much get good profit here. Okay, and as I said, this is what we're looking at. So the main thing is read the market. Okay, see where you are in the market. You're going up and you're making higher, 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 low. At the end of like the kind of like phases, you find these patterns, boom, get in and trade the market. Okay, and it's going to be highly generating kind of pattern for you. All right, as I said, it's this pattern. If you use them right and if you know how to use them, they're gonna be a game changer for you. Okay, easy way to trade them. Fantastic way of trading them. As I said, easy way to generate some money and get some bucks in your pocket. Okay, all right. Let's go to the next slide. All right, so pretty much again, same story. This is like the bearish pattern at the end of like a bullish kind of like market. We find these patterns and we're going to trade them. Okay. All right. So again, what I wanted to say is the classic way was just pretty much getting to the classic way is this. By the end of the extension, forming the pattern, for example here, we're going to sell the market. And then we can just get about like this much or this much of a target. Okay, this is the classical way. But what I'm looking at, I'm looking at breaking the support, okay? And if we can break the support, it's going to generate massive amount of profit for us. And that's what I'm looking at, okay? All right, so look, it's up to you. You can trade it as soon as you see the confirmation of the market. But again, these patterns working only 50 to 60% of the time. Okay, so it means, for example, if you see these patterns form twice, okay, the uh, successful ratio is going to be only 50%. Okay, 50%. It means from two trades, one is going to be against you and one is going to work with you. Okay, so for example, you might have 10 trades, 5 might work for you, or 7 might work for you, or 3 might not work, or even more, or just vice versa. So 3 might work for you, 7 might not work for you, but again, as I said, it is just a probability. Okay, so what I'm saying is, okay, to this pattern, if you want to generate big money for you, as I said, maybe you enter the market, okay, as soon as you see the confirmation, the completion of the pattern, okay, completion of the pattern, right price action, and then you enter in the market here. Maybe only risk 0.5% here and wait for the reversal. So reversal would be break off the support. The support is where the pattern has formed. Okay, and then another 0.5% you can put here. Okay, and you have 1% and waiting for the market to drop, and that's where you can generate your money. Okay, all right. So this is how I would teach you to trade this market. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next slide. So this is what I mean. Okay, so see, imagine this one. The pattern has formed itself above an uptrend. All right, this is where we expect the market to reverse. All right, so exhausted uptrend, end of an uptrend, formation of the pattern. You can enter here. As I said, only 0.5% of your account, and then wait for confirmation. The confirmation reversal would be break off the support and retesting it. And this is where I expect to market again and risk another 0.4%, sorry, 0.5% here. So this is going to be a really rewarding trade for us. So as I said, this is nowhere else is going to teach you this way. Always they say by the confirmation of the market or the formation of the pattern, get into the market, and then pretty much like you get about 1% or 2% reward and get out. Okay, but as I said, for me, it's going to be different story. I'm waiting for confirmation of the plan, the pattern, breaking the pattern, retesting it, and that's where I'm going to enter the market with full pretty much percent or 1% and riding the market. Okay, this is what I'm suggesting you to do, and it's going to be quite highly rewarding trade, and you're going to enjoy the rest of the month for yourself. As I said, look, it doesn't matter to to work really hard. You have to work very smart. Okay, instead of like working every day in front of the computer, find one good pattern, trading it. As I said, generating 5 to 6% a month is really good amount of money, and that's all we want. Okay, all right. So pretty much that was it for me. Now let's go to market. Bring up the MT4 and see if we can find this pattern. Okay, so as I said, if you don't have the indicator, just type in a comment your email and ask for the indicator. I will email the indicator for you. Okay, so let's insert the indicator. Go into the custom and zoom DLL import, and this is the indicator. Again, as I said, the indicator will find the pattern for you. The pattern is going to be here. See the pattern here? It says bullish bat. This is the bullish bat. So what does it mean? Bullish bat, it means that it is forming here, all right, and then the market is going to go up. This is what makes, and you can see that. See it has happened. It has happened. You can see this one. This is the pattern, all right, and we expect that to go up, and it's pretty much, you can see, enter the market here, enter here. Your stop loss would be somewhere around there, and then your first target, this yellow line, and the second target would be this this red line. Okay, and this is how you're going to trade this. But as I said before, the best way for this market to play out for us is waiting for the market to break this resistance. See, this is the resistance coming back, hit back, then again, and now we are seeing that it's coming up there, it's coming, give us the resistance, and then it go up for us. And as I said, the final target would be somewhere around here. If this is like the whole height of this, implementing the height somewhere in, this is the final target for us. Okay, so this is the final target. So that's how I'm going to trade this. Again, as I said, be careful about the market. Watch the video a few times, understand what I'm pretty much explaining, how you enter the condition of entering the market, using the market in your advantage. If you have more questions, just as I said, type them down below. Follow my videos, and I'm planning to explain more. If you have any doubt, as I said, just drop comment below. I will get to them. I'll explain more. I'll make more videos for you guys, and hopefully this trade would be a successful trading pattern for you, and you can generate good amount of money by trading this pattern. All right, if you like the video, make sure subscribe to my channel, give a thumb up, and also hit the bell button so you're getting notified once I just release a new video. All right, have a good time, people, and hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.